please welcome to the stage 3 of the greatest Power Rangers ever, your favorites, Austin St. John.
Austin!
We'll just see who's going after me.
David Yost.
He looks more badass.
Sure says it all.
And last but in no way at all least, Walter Jones.
What's up?
All right. This thing is on. There it is.
Is this thing on? Yeah.
Check.
Billy, look more badass.
Okay. Well,
It's not. It's not.
it sounds like it's on. So, first off, thank you guys for coming here. Everyone give a big old round of applause again. We'll be lining up behind here. Go ahead and ask questions. So now this will be a big mouth of people. Ocean, more like it. Yep. But first off, what I'd like to say, get things started with a simple icebreaker. I've asked it a few times before. On the series, you guys had to fight a bunch of ridiculous rubber-suited monsters. Which one was the one that stuck out worst in your head as the, why are we fighting this? Why did they approve this? What is going on here?
Well, I gotta say that Porky Pig was always very strange to me. Well, that's very religious of you. It's gonna be like that. Porky Pig was crazy. What did he do? He swallowed our weapons and then he gave them radish and he did good luck up. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of monsters probably fit that category of like, why are we fighting this thing? Like the Pachinko machine was a weird one. The eye guy. Purse. There was a purse.
And there was something that looked like there was an oysterizer. Was it like the oyster thing? It was just big and pink and had a little, anyways.
Here's what you really need to know. We all have PTSD from the monsters in the show.
That is true. Okay, next question.
This is for Austin. And I heard you heard this question before, but I'm asking everyone. Have you ever seen the Japanese footage Zoo Ranger?
I recently saw one episode in anticipation of meeting Gary and Buddha.
And what was your favorite episode of Mighty Morphin?
I mean,
For all of you.
I think I would have to go back to the pilot episode. Because for me, I was surrounded by experienced staff, experienced actors. Everybody had more experience, including in life, than I did. And
You telling me?
we'll talk later.
Approach the bench, so to speak.
Approach the bench.
It's a business card I give out to everyone. I use it for networking as well as media.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks again for being here and keeping your own growing up and to this day. I gotta ask, with the newly announced Power Rangers reboot coming out, do you hope that either A, you can have cameos, or B, if your characters are being played by younger actors, who would you want to play your character?
Good question.
Yes, I definitely would love to be do a cameo in the reboot. I think that would be awesome and amazing. I can't tell you who I want to be my character. I mean, I don't know. I think they need to be teenagers, right? So somebody up and coming, and I can't say that I'm knowledgeable enough to come up with somebody that specifically stands out to me. But I just hope they're awesome.
I think I feel very much the same way. I couldn't tell you who.
that'd be pretty hot. Obviously, he'd probably be a better Red Ranger, but that would be cool. And then the cameo for sure, I would definitely take a look at it and would be open to it for sure. Thank you for your question.
Walter, Austin, and David, thank you for being here today. But for this next question,
You're reading it off your phone?
because I don't want to start.
Okay.
Just kidding. But for this next question, I would actually like to hear an answer from Zach, Jason, and Billy. It's been about 20 years since we've heard from these characters. What is it like to be a retired Ranger?
Are any of you familiar with the Marine Corps? I'm going to answer as Jason in just 1 second. But you know that you never find an ex-Marine, right? They're retired Marines, right? So that's how I feel as a Ranger. What would Jason say, being a retired Ranger? He would say, Switzerland's nice.
Oh man, I can't pass that up. What do I do now? Man, Hawaii's nice. No. I mean, Jamaica's nice. Yeah, no, Zach, I need a higher voice. Hey man, no, Zach, growing up at this point, 21 years later, I'm thinking, where's Angela?
And what is your name?
Richie.
Richie, thank you for your prodigious question. I will affirm your question by saying that although you think I may have retired as a Ranger, I really haven't, because I went off into space, and I have been traveling the universe quite extensively. And if you really knew what was going on with me and what I'm creating and inventing, I think you'd be a little hesitant about calling me a retired Ranger. Okay, everybody help me remember Richie. Thank you.
Well played, sir.
It's been nice knowing you.
Russell, and what happened at the peace conference? Why was it so long? What did you guys learn at the peace conference? And for David, your character, what do you think? Do you think he kept in touch with his friends while they were at the peace conference and after?
Billy definitely kept in touch with Zach and Jason over all the years, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all one team, man. And I don't mean the first 5. I mean, there's 100 plus. It's all one team. So,
This is the first one ever.
and why wouldn't we? You know, as far as what I learned in Switzerland, they got the best chocolate in the world.
Angela's not there either. I would say what we learned at the peace conference is just how to be more, to share our love with the world even more. I mean, because it's an international peace conference, we've got lots of people. We learned to share our gifts of what we were learning being Rangers and help implement that worldwide. Bring peace to the world.
How's it going, guys?
What up?
Alright, so I know some of the original Rangers might be in talks about coming back to Dino Charge. And I was wondering if you guys, if you had the opportunity, would you want to come back? And if you do come back, what color would you guys like to come back as?
Dark colors.
The original, or there's a lot of different colors for Dino Charge. So.
Well, I can only speak for me, but they shoot the show non-union, and I'm a union actor, much like a lot of actors, so we're not really able to shoot a non-union show unless we break ties with our union, which can penalize us in some ways. So unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to go back because of that. And I would still be the Blue Ranger going back.
Silver.
How many colors are there exactly?
Orange. 15. Every color in the world. Hey, every color in the world. Orange.
There's not an orange.
He could be the first one then.
Orange, is that the construction ranger?
You'll be the first one. You'll be the
Say I'm
first
going to jail?
one.
I don't know.
Orange.
I have no idea. You know, if I was to come back, for any reason, if I could truly entertain that thought, and there might be some conflicts in my head over that one, I would want to come back. Man, I don't really know. Part of me would want to come back as the OG Red.
Yeah, woohoo! Woohoo!
But then the other side of me is like, let's walk the wild side and make something crazy. So, I don't know. Another gold, another...
Gold and red?
Polka dot Rangers? Sure. Who knows?
Gold and red at the same time.
Cyan Ranger. You know, I have the same predicament as David. If it was a union thing, I would love to go back and be part of the show. I mean, it was the beginning, and I would love to go back and be part of it and grow with it even more. The problem is it has to be union, and I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. And if I were going to go back, he's like, no. If I were going to go back, I think I would want to go back and be the OG Black Ranger. So, and then the Red Ranger, and then the Green Ranger, and the White Ranger, and then the Blue Ranger, the Pink Ranger. I said Pink Ranger. That'd be okay too.
What do you think about Cyan?
Cyan comes last.
Right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
What time is it?
You tell me.
Morphin' time!
Say it.
Hi guys. So I was wondering, what's your craziest fan experience?
Oh, that's a good question.
Craziest or most disgusting?
You don't want to hear that.
I had a gross one. So at some Comic-Con, I don't remember where, somewhere in the world, this girl wanted me to sign her jeans, and she put them up on my table, and there was a big wet spot in the crotch.
Nasty!
Like she had just peed her pants, went and took them off, and thought it was the best time to bring them to me.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
And I did sign them.
I'm gonna vomit. I don't have a gross one like that. What was the question? Craziest fan experience. I gotta tell you, for me, after being gone for so long,
20 years.
it was coming back this time. And being absolutely blown away by each and every one of you. Walt told me it was here and it was still going on. I was still in the Middle East when we had the phone conversation, and you guys just still blow me away. That to me is absolutely crazy. Every day I go out there and see you still sticking in the line. I don't know how to respond to that except to say thank you. That's crazy. Real quick, I'm being told I need to go back to my line, but I wanted to stop by and show the love, talk about cyan and orange, and if you see the Orange Ranger, or if there goes to be a job opportunity, maybe we'll come up with the jail monster or something.
More.
Anyway, thank you for having me.
More. Austin, more. on, do it. Do it.
He's asking us to give it a morph one time.
Come on, morph, man. Morph. Do it.
Ready?
Yeah, all three of you.
It's Morphicon time!
What do you say after that? Don't you say something like dinosaur or something like that?
All of you do it, all three of you. Tyrannosaurus Rex! Tyrannosaurus Rex! Austin, you in the middle, man. Just like the good old days. Hey, guys! Hey, guys! Come on, use the morphers.
Hey, bud.
Come on, use the morphers. Just like the good old days.
It's Morphin time! Tyrannosaurus! Pasadena!
That happened.
And now we're back.
Just like the good old days.
Crazy stand story, everything. Well, you know what? There was one time where I was in a mall, and I was walking down the street, and I was walking down the mall, and this lady was there with a little girl, and they were both pretty, you know, kind of walk by, get a black guy, you know. And the little girl goes, "Excuse me, my mom just got her purse stolen." And I went, "Oh man," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, is there anything I can do?" She goes, "Well, you're a Power Ranger, do something." And I was like, I think I left my morpher in the car. So this thing's not working right now. I see that was kind of crazy, just because I felt bad. I was like, I wanted help, I want to do something. And this little girl obviously expected me to do something. And there wasn't much that I could do. I mean, the guy was gone, they reported to the police already and everything, and that was kind of crazy for me, just because I thought, man, I can't live up to my reality right now, or I can't live up to my television personality. But that was kind of crazy.
Just get close to it.
Okay, before I ask my question, I just want to say that the Blue Ranger was my favorite Ranger in Mighty Morphin. I know a lot of people like the Red or the Green Ranger better, but I like the Blue Ranger the best.
Yeah, I was there.
Crossover with anything, what would it be?
You go first.
Mighty Morphin crossover with anything.
I would do.
Just, he said, you go first. I would do.
Can I do the Big Bang Theory with my Maybe all those guys really are superheroes, you know? That'd be cool. And I get to be like the Will Wheaton, only Billy.
I would say probably Mighty Morphin meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
What was your name?
Matt.
Matt?
Yeah, it's one kid.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm Isaac. I had an opportunity to ask this question yesterday to Walter, but Mr. Yost, I was wondering if you could kind of recall 1994 at Universal Studios. I was there with friends.
Wow.
And I was in the kind of the madness of that audience. I was like in the distance. And I was just wondering, I was hoping to get to hear from Mr. St. John as well, but just wondering what your take was from being on stage.
It was one of the most overwhelming experiences I've ever had in my life. I don't remember all the specifics of the day, but I feel like we were only scheduled to do one performance that day. And because we sold out Universal Studios and we backed up the 101 freeway here in LA, like I think in wow, what's going on? And then I think we did 7 or 8 shows that day, I don't remember, and instead of the 1. And just every time we came out on stage and we heard all you little kids just like screaming, like we were at a Justin Bieber concert. It was pretty intense. And you know, at that time, I didn't really understand like what the television show meant to all of you guys. And I'm very grateful that 20 years later, I get to understand what an amazing impact Power Rangers had on your lives and how it influenced you. So obviously, thank you. Obviously, we're all very humbled by you guys. And like Austin said, just so grateful to be here and to get to meet you all these years later. So thank you. I'm glad that you got in.
Yeah. Actually, I did a little bit of research last night after I asked the question, and actually found the numbers because the article is still online.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, inform me so I don't lie to you.
Universal Studios intended to sell only 1,600 tickets, but over the course of the shows, they sold over 35,000 tickets.
That's like a city. Like a
I remember being on the 101, and like I was saying yesterday, I thought we were running to another state on the way there.
It took so
It
long.
took so long to get there, yeah. And it took 20 minutes to get back home to the valley.
You said 1,600 to 35,000.
35,000, yeah.
Doesn't make sense, but wow.
Yeah, people were actually standing. I remember I was on an edge like this one, and I remember standing next to me on the steps.
Just like hanging out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty insane.
Yeah, for those of you that were not there, that did not have this experience, I can tell you this, from being on the stage, it was crazy. It was like being a rock star, because they would say, here he is, he does the power of the Mastodon. He is Zack, the Black Ranger, and the crowd went, ah. And I jumped out, and
there's flashes everywhere.
Flashes everywhere. Take off your helmet, and just like flashes. It was like, I thought, this is what it feels like to be Prince. It's crazy.
Do they know who Prince is?
Or Michael Jackson.
Okay. Thank you. Good question.
Hi, David. It's Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
What was it? I saw your video of the Ice Butt Challenge.
Who?
Yours.
Oh, mine? Okay.
After I watched it, I was like, whoa! It must have been cold.
You haven't dumped a bucket of ice and water on your head yet?
Actually, I go to a therapy program called Lord Shell's Therapy Riding, and I almost went into the horse trough.
Really?
Because it was so blazing hot.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You probably don't want to get in a horse trough, though. It's pretty deadly. Yes, but it was cold, and I was very happy that Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson both called me out and had me do the ALS challenge. So I was happy to do that, and I also donated the money, so that was a lot of fun.
Hey guys, it's been a pleasure to see both of you this weekend at the Power Morphicon. My question for both of you is, what was your most memorable moment of tree training?
Good question.
Yeah. We had a lot of different experiences together. I think one of the things I remember after we left the show together, because that was like a trying experience for all the three of us, Austin, Twee, and myself, and we were spending a lot of time together, and we did these videos. I did a hip hop video, Austin did a martial art video, and Twee did like a Tai Chi video, and so we worked on each other's videos. And in my hip hop video, there was a point her energy was so relaxed and tranquil. I had all these kids. I was working with the kids. I was teaching these kids to dance, and then Austin and Twee came and they visited, and Austin comes in and he's pumping it up. He's gonna dance. He does this dance, and he's doing martial arts to the music, and it's all cool. And then Twee goes and she does she's talking to the kids, and all the kids just loved her. It's they went from Austin's energy to Twee like this. Just her energy was so amazing, and then she went out and she did the splits and everybody clapped, and it was it was so nice. And it's funny because we had a lot of moments together, but that moment sticks out of my brain just because I remember looking at how all the kids responded to her and how much she was adored.
Yeah, I mean, Tweet was very nice and very sweet. I thought she had an amazing laugh. It's just so funny because there's one line that always sticks out in my mind, and people always quote it to me on Twitter and stuff like that, because I often take fans hiking with me. It's called Hiking Fans. And so everybody always tweets to me, Billy, you're too high up. When we were filming that scene, I just I can remember that scene because it took Twee, I don't know why, but a few times to say that line because she kept saying, Billy, you're too way high up. And it's just supposed to be Billy, you're too high up. So we had to film it over and over again. And she and I just kept laughing and laughing. So it's just funny that all these years later, all the fans start tweeting me, Billy, you're too high up. So I always think of that scene that Twee and I were doing, like it would be one of our bloopers, if there's a blooper reel, because she and I were just like cracking up. She had an infectious laugh, and she was super sweet, and she loved to brush her hair. And, she introduced me to some, I don't know if there was some kind of paper that you had on your head to get rid of the grease, because like I said, a greasy head. And she introduced me to that, so I don't know, I have a lot of good memories of her. Thank you. Good question.
Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and I have a question for David. In season 3, all the team got turned into kids. And I was curious if you ever worked with the kid that played Billy, and helped him or talked to him, and if you could talk a little bit about the 8 episodes or so that you worked with the whole team as kids and what that was like.
Sure, I did. I mean, the little kid Billy and me, I don't think we were never on screen together because but I did meet him because we would often be filming on the same day because of the way that we film TV shows. He was a really good kid, and his mom was famous. I can't remember what her name was, but I think she was a news anchor here in Los Angeles. And so it was fun to get to meet him and give him some pointers on how to play Billy. And then working with all those kids for 8 episodes. We drink a lot of soda. We eat a lot of sugar. Was interesting. But no, they were all good kids and they were a lot of fun to work with. And I actually enjoyed it a lot. So it was fun 8 episodes to film with them. So cool. Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I was 9 years old when I began watching the show, and I just turned 30 this year. Wow. I don't look it. Not at all. No. I'm 30. So my question is, how did you guys, when you're growing older, you find that your metabolism's changed and it's harder to...
Go easy here on the chat. I've gained a little weight, so I don't want to hear...
You guys are great, and I want to know how you guys keep fit. How did you guys keep fit when you were on the show, and how do you maintain it at this point?
How do we keep fit?
Yeah. How is it different from when you were keeping fit when you were younger?
Got it.
It's kind of the same, really, for me. I mean, I've always been really active. If I wasn't doing martial arts, I was dancing. If I wasn't dancing, I was hiking. If I wasn't hiking, I was swimming. So like, I just love being active. I like watching TV too, but I like getting out of the house and being part of things. So I dance. I do a lot of dancing. I'm a world champion salsa dancer. So salsa is one of the things I love and I do, and I go out at night, I'll dance. I do all different kinds of styles. I'll do salsa, bachata, merengue, swing, kazomba, like different. I'm learning tango, and so yeah, that kind of keeps me in shape. Or taking martial arts classes.
Cool. I mean, honestly, probably the best exercise is just lots of sex. And sex actually is good. But no, I run and I lift weights and I go hiking a lot. So if you guys live in LA, you want to go hiking, send me a message on Facebook or Twitter and we'll hook something up. You know, when I was on the show, when you're younger, things are a lot easier. And as you do get older, you have to really, for me, I can only speak for me, I have to stay on top of it. So I've run marathons, I have. Probably just doing half marathons at this point, and lifting weights. So, and I was lucky because I was a gymnast, easy tiger. I gotta try to compete with you 20-year-olds, so. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
My question is, if you guys had the opportunity to produce and write a new season of Power Rangers, what would your theme and what kind of power would you give them?
Wow, intense.
Well, if I had a chance to do it, I'd turn them all into puppies. They'd all be puppy Power Rangers. There'd be a Chow Chow, there'd be a Doberman, there'd be like a Rottweiler, there'd be a Golden Retriever, and there'd be a Chihuahua. And they all have different kinds of barks.
That would do really well with important titles.
Here you go.
You could even sell plushies. So, if it was me, that's a good question, and this is just off the top of my head, I think I would base their powers on planets. So they would each draw power from a different planet. Has that been done as a show already? Like, I'm still Who? Oh, okay, my bad. I gotta go back to the drawing room and I'll think about it.
That boy's got a deep voice.
I want to know what's it like being black, being a black Power Ranger.
What's it like being black and being a Black Ranger? Well, you know what? It's actually really cool. You know, there's a lot of people take it and they make it into lots of different things. TMZ's has pulled me over a couple of times and say, hey, Power Rangers are prejudice. You're a Black Ranger. Like, it wasn't prejudice. I was a superhero, right? So if it was prejudice, I would have been the bad guy and everybody would beat me up. That's not what it was. I was saving the world from, you know, whatever. And I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, which is a predominantly black city. So, you know, I'm proud to be black. And wearing a black suit, which is a really good cover on me. Wearing a black suit made me even more proud to be black and to represent for people of color that, you know, I was the first African American superhero. So, you know, Black Ranger, black suit. Is that? Do I still break dance? I dance also a lot more. Yeah. I can still pull a move out or two, but I'm not. Man, this is what's cool about the show as well. One of the cool things about Zach, the Black Ranger, having hip hop keto as his dance style was the fact that I think it elevated a lot of people in a lot of ways. I mean, just like we elevated martial arts, there's a lot of more people that got into martial arts and tricking, like doing flips and stuff like Jackie Chan, like us. They emulated us, so they saw us do flips and twists and spins and stuff when we were fighting and you know, flipping over putties and doing all this crazy stuff and doing martial arts at the same time. It became more of a style. So now you see people do martial arts and they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I went to an audition for a martial arts thing and these guys just passed me up. I mean, I was like, wow, I'm glad I inspired you. Like, hey, you know, like they were like hopping on one hand, going to kick. So I was like, okay, well that's you know. But yeah, I think it was really cool that we've inspired people to dance, to do martial arts, and like parkour, which is, you know, something altogether different, is also kind of implemented. It's the physicality of what we saw, what we did on the show, that made you kids go out in the backyard and jump off stuff and kick things and, you know, do flips, exactly, practice it. So breakdancing also goes into that because it's the physicality. It's like jumping, flipping, manipulating the body to do different things that defy gravity. So yeah, it's I don't breakdance anymore, but I'm so proud of the people that do, and I enjoy the respect I get from them in that community. Oh, look at this.
I gotta say mine shortly, but I just want to say nothing's cooler than the original cast.
Guys, this is Danny Wayne, and he's one of my best friends. He was Austin, and we were all living in the house. Me, Austin, and Danny all in the same house. He was actually in the Black Ranger suit half the time, as working as a Black Ranger, kicking, and bad boy. He's been a stunt coordinator. He's working for everything right now, Disney, and he's got like 5 shows, everything from Mighty Men to Parrot Kings, and he's a bad boy.
My very first day on set was actually dubbing for this guy, because I used to stunt double for both Black and Blue for the original NPR, and it was over at Bronson's Cave when we did that freaky drive sequence. But seriously, nothing's cooler than the original cast.
What shows are they working on for? What show are you working on? Lab Rats? What else?
Lab Rats, Mighty Men, Dog Vlog, Crash, Mando Crash. Like it's a whole bunch.
He's a very busy boy, guys. He's right there too. See you later, Kenny. Alright, let me know.
Hey, my name is Devin, and I just first of all, I want to say thank you guys for being here. You know, like some of us here, we watch you guys when we were little, and you guys like motivate me. I remember at 1.5, I kind of wanted to give up on it, but I decided to pop you guys in the movie to be my last. And I watched after seeing that, I would never give up. So thank you guys for that.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. And my question is, I have 2 questions for this one. Did Austin ever borrow your socks, and did he give it back?
I wouldn't let anybody wear my socks. I don't think he ever borrowed my socks, and that means
you have to be both of us.
Yeah, both of you.
I don't know why Austin would borrow anyone's socks.
Yeah. He can afford to buy his own.
I just have another source that he doesn't have socks on set, and he will borrow someone's socks and never get it back. And then he'll go and have a pile of socks. Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
But thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hi, brother.
Real quick, guys. Real quick questions.
First of all, I want to welcome you guys. It's great that you could come back and do this panel.
Thank you.
It's a great reunion. And my question is for the greatest original Ranger of all, David Yost.
Yes.
Well, when we got to Zio and Billy went from Ranger to technical advisor, it was kind of a major transition for us. Personally, I didn't mind that he wasn't a Ranger. I was just glad that he was still there.
Thank you.
My question is, what was that transition like for you? What was it like for you to go from Ranger to full-time technical advisor?
Well, it wasn't anything really different than I had already been doing. Billy was always sort of a technical advisor. I just didn't put spandex on anymore. That's all. So, in some ways, that was not too bad. It's a good question. Thank you.
Hey guys, just to let you know, after we finish, we're going to be doing a photo op, so if you guys want to come and get a photo with the 3 Rangers, please come over and check us out.
Yep.
Right after this.
Right after this, yes.
1 o'clock. So it'll be Austin, Walter, myself, and I believe Karen might be there too, the second Yellow Ranger.
Yep.
Go for it.
I guess, how does it feel to class us like the definitive team of Power Rangers for the last 21 years? And which is when would you guys like to carry on longer than you did? Things would be different.
Absolutely, I would love to stay together. My biggest regret is that we didn't do the movie together. that would have made the movie even greater than what it was. You know, I mean, not to take anything away from the other cast members that did it, but you guys grew up. We introduced the show together, and the movie was supposed to be us, but it wasn't us. That was disappointing to me. But yeah, I would definitely love to stay on for a little bit longer and to have grown more and see the other adventures we would have had together.
It would have been nice, and I probably would have liked to have finished out the Zio series, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. But I mean, I was on the show for a long time, and I had a great time. So thank you. Great question.
My question is, like, you're both still in really good shape. You mentioned earlier all the stuff you do. So when you're like working out, you ever look on the Power Ranger thing?
The Power Ranger thing?
I work out too.
Yeah, you know, I got loaded up into my Walkman and no. Walkman? What's a Walkman? My iPod, I'm sorry. No, I don't. I think that'd be a little weird, don't you think? I mean, I will tell you though, like, wherever I am in the country, I'll be at airports, I'll be in Starbucks, I'll be somewhere, and people have the toot 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 going off all the time. And I think they're screwing with me. It's kind of nice, but no, I don't work out to the Power Ranger thing.
Yeah, I don't work out to it either, but I do enjoy it every time I hear it. Meaning, it's a catchy tune, you know, and it's got that driving bass. You know, makes me want to move like this, rocking out. You know, I like it.
Thank you.
What inspired you to join Mighty Morphin in the first place?
I wanted to be a working actor.
It was basically an audition. We had agents, or no agents, but we auditioned to be on a television show. We didn't know it was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In fact, it started off as
Dino Rangers.
Dino Rangers, something like that. So I didn't know what it was, but I was excited to be on a TV show, and when I heard it be a superhero, I was like, I'm down for that.
Oh, by the way, kidnap Tommy.
Kidnap Tommy.
Kidnap Tommy?
Yeah, it's right here right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Because I mean,
I had a question for both of you guys, but we're short on time, so I'll ask Zach and make the other question I have an answer for. But what do you think of the replacements after you guys left the show? Because my personal opinion, I thought they were dull and boring. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like them though.
yeah.
But like, I felt like they had no personality as opposed to what you guys brought to the table when the show first started.
They had huge shoes to fill. I mean, like again, it was like, you know, we already charmed you with our energy and our person. So I think they did a great job actually, because they are well loved. It's, as you can see, you know, Steve Cardenas, Karen Ashley, you know, Johnny and Bosch, they have fans just like I have fans. They were well loved, and I think they did a great job.
Yeah, I liked it too, but I don't know, there was something like that was missing.
Yeah, I mean, the original cast, we did have amazing chemistry together. So it's hard for those actors to come in and try to match that chemistry.
Right.
Thank you. You like a fan? No. Sorry, it's disappointing.
Our final question.
Okay.
Hey, David.
Hi.
Thanks for your ASL Ice Bucket Challenge, but this goes to Walter.
Okay.
I wish Austin was here for it too. This is your official Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Actual question this time.
Okay.
Well, I just want to say it's an honor to be here with you guys. I grew up with you guys. Like, I'm 20 years old now. I watched you guys when I was like 5 years old. I just want to say thank you first of all.
Thank you.
And my question is, who's like your favorite hero? Like, who would you team up with? Like superheroes.
Superman.
I bet it's Superman.
Yeah. Superman.
Yeah, we're all about Superman.
I've always wanted to fly. I'm like, I want to fly like Superman. I was dreaming about it. So.
I also like Underdog. I don't know if you guys know Underdog. Thank you.
We're going to do one last round of applause for our guests.
Is Richie still in the room? Richie? Come over here, buddy. And what about Matt with one T? Matt with one T? Oh yeah, he's there. Cool. So I'm going to give you guys a couple prizes because you guys asked what I thought were the better questions. Well, everybody asked good questions, but these were my favorite questions. So one of you will get the comic book signed by Austin, Walter, and I, and one will get our keys that are signed by Austin, Walter, and I. And again, come if you're getting a photo ops with us, come do that. And otherwise, come to our tables like in about a half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll be happy to sign autographs and take pictures. What is it, Jordan?